What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel. If you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, come over to our YouTube channel, the Sota Pod, as our live chat is usually buzzing over here on YouTube. The Minnesota Wild on the road pay visit to the San Jose Sharks here, looking to get back into the win column. Minnesota Wild suffering their, only their second regulation loss of the season against the LA Kings, where they hosted the LA Kings. Now they're in California, and they got a couple games out west, or a few games out west, but starting with the San Jose Sharks. Then they take on the Anaheim Ducks next. Two very winnable games to get back into action here. Marc-Andre Fleury getting the start tonight. This is a perfect start for Marc-Andre Fleury. Getting him in a game, like the San Jose Sharks, hell, even Anaheim, solid for him to get some reps, stay relatively warm, despite Gustafsson getting, and deservingly so, most of the starts here, as he's been playing outstanding this season thus far. Puck should be dropping in about 5 to 10 minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, for us here in Minnesota, it's a late one here tonight. 9:30 Central Time start. 7:30 out west. It's the norm for them. I get it. There's going to be a few of these. There's going to be a few of these streams. There's going to be a few of these late night games throughout the season. But hey, always check in on the Sota Pod. Ring that bell for notifications and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you can always stay up to date on when we are going to be live. So no beer tonight on a Thursday. Gotta wake up early for work tomorrow. So just some coffee to get us through this game. Hopefully a lot of exciting goals from the Minnesota Wild. I haven't watched much of Macklin Celebrini play yet. Back in the lineup. I know he was injured for a few games there, but back in the lineup. So excited to see him play here tonight. I know the Sharks just overall, like they ain't a great team here. They ain't a great team. Pretty much as bad as last year, but there's still a few guys who I'm excited to see play. Will Smith finally getting his first goal. And by the way, not only his first goal, I'm pretty sure his first point too, if I'm not mistaken. I was waiting for so long to post my graphic of Will Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let's see if I can quickly find it here. I got Twitter open. By the way, at VI Sports Talk on Twitter. Give me a follow. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Oh. So I made this, I think, in the summer when I was just literally bored, procrastinating at work. But I was waiting so long to be able to post this. Playing around with AI is fun, all right? Keep your name or my wife's name out your mother. Okay. Oh, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. I remember I was streaming a lot of hockey, and the Sota Pod, we were going strong back then. And oh man, shout out to my friend Dylan, who got that on our soundboard from when we were streaming and made a bunch of clips for us as well. Yo, what's up, Andrew? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Everybody watching right now, good to see you guys. I see we got a big crowd on Facebook. I see we got a big crowd on Twitter. Guys, come over to YouTube. I'm telling you, this is where you want to be. Ask Andrew B. This is where you want to be. All right, let's quickly check out the lineup here. I just hopped for a second before my phone died. Hey, glad to have you here, even just for a second, Andrew. So Kaprizov, Rossi, Zuccarello, same old. Brodin, Spurgeon, they've looked really good together. And like we said, we got Marc-Andre Fleury getting the start here tonight. Celebrini, Toffoli, Granlund, former Minnesota Wild. Look at that, Celebrini. Top center for the Sharks right off the bat. Honestly, a pretty good line. And Toffoli's been playing pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. I love Toffoli throughout his entire career. Stanley Cup champion with the two-time, if I'm not mistaken, with the Kings. Played with the Canucks for a little bit. Unfortunately, with the San Jose Sharks now, but he's getting paid. And yeah, 11 points, 6 goals in 14 games, given where this team is right now. And Granlund, of course, just like last year, Mikael Granlund, 14 points in 14 games. And of course, it's with the team. It's just, they're not clutch points. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had 60 points. Like, okay, it wasn't a career high. He had 69 points at the Wild in 2016-17. Yeah, 60 points last year. Already 6 goals. Crazy, man. Crazy. But anyways, Granlund to Foley. Fabian Zetterlund doing pretty well for the Sharks as well. 10 points on the season. Look at that. Will Smith now with 2 goals and an assist. I like it. And Celebrini, yeah, 2 points in 2 games. Shit. The best place to be is here. Let's go, Andrew. Let's go. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to these watch-alongs, we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. So get your comments in the live chat as the game goes on. We'll be doing play-by-play for you guys as well. All right, let's check out the rest of the lines here. Love this. I love this second line for the Wild. It's been awesome this year. Middleton's looked really good with Faber as well. Wenberg, Eklund, Zetterlund. Yeah, man, like it's just tough. Vanacek is the goaltender. I mean, man, you look especially like with the Wild, you really get to see and appreciate how deep the Wild are when you look at teams like San Jose. Where another former former Minnesota Wild player, by the way, Luke Cunnin, also on the Sharks team, and Smith on the third line. Barclay Goodrow, not a bad third line to be perfectly honest. Not a bad third line. How's Luke Cunnin doing right now? 5 points, 2 goals right now. I always liked him. But I think with the Wild, yeah, 31 points before playing in Nashville for a couple years. Liljegren, that's right. They have Liljegren as well. Man, there was for those who don't know, Timothy Liljegren, 25 years of age. I'm glad he's like in the NHL. At one point, I think it was the year before his draft year. So like coming into his draft year, he was projected to go first overall. I think some injuries in his draft year and just some regression after those injuries, made him drop to 17. And he played 3 full seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Actually played pretty well with the Toronto Maple Leafs, to be perfectly honest. Started this year with the Leafs as well before being traded. He's pretty good. He's a tremendous skater. Young-ish guy to, I guess, well, assuming he plays well enough, stay with the Sharks organization throughout this rebuild, and maybe when they pop, he's, in his prime, 30 years of age. I guess for NHL players, their prime's like 25. Guys, by the way, get your score predictions in the live chat. What do I predict tonight? I think Fleury let in 1, maybe muffin shot, maybe. So, or 1 rebound, and one of the young guys is there in front of him. I'm going to say, 4-1 Wild. I'm going to say 5-1 Wild. I think the 5th one will be an open net. So I'm going to go 5-1 Wild. That is my score prediction. Let me know yours in the live chat. And again, big shout out to Andrew. Ben stopped by earlier to simply say purr. What's up, Ben? What's up? All right, so I'm not sure. Like, they might be doing the national anthems like right now. Okay, no, we're having the national anthems right now. We just got back from commercial break here. I guess national anthem. No Canadian team featured. So yeah, Star Spangled Banner, national anthem, about to be performed now, and then we'll get this show on the road, this late show on the road. Oh. And the Sharks are so good with doing like their ceremonial, just everything. And they're doing Hockey Fights Cancer, little opening ceremony right now. They got a young man, cancer survivor out there. They're so good with doing this type of stuff with the community as well. Cannot stand these jerseys, by the way, for the Sharks, but it looks good on this little guy here. All right, making one more post here on Twitter, then we'll close that tab and we'll focus on you guys, the game here, play by play once the puck is dropped, ladies and gentlemen. But like you said, we got the national anthem and Hockey Fights Cancer, a little opening ceremony here, ceremonial puck drop. Oh, this is pretty cool. They're letting him drop the puck. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hope it's one night for the Wild tonight. Hope it's point night for the Wild tonight. Wild in pursuit. Let's go. I think it will be a Wild point night tonight. More than 1 point. I think the Wild are getting 2 points here tonight. I don't think the Sharks are getting any points here tonight. I predicted a 5-1 Wild victory. Am I getting greedy? Maybe. But honestly, I originally was going to say 4-1 Wild, and I do think the Wild score 4 goals tonight for sure. I think they get one more empty net. Fleury in net, so, and again, not to rip on Marc-Andre Fleury at all here, but Fleury in net probably gave up 1. Wait, did they already do the national anthem while we were in commercial break? Then they did the ceremonial puck drop, and now we're going right at it. Okay, we might not even have national anthem on the broadcast right now. We might just be ready to go. By the way, if you're watching on X/Twitter, Facebook, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube, the Sota Pod, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're new to this channel, and if you're new to our podcast, we have a podcast devoted to your Minnesota Wild or Minnesota and NHL hockey every single day of the week, ladies and gentlemen. All right, puck's dropping right now. No national anthem on the broadcast. Let's get right to it. And the puck back into the Wild zone here. Left side battling for it. Wild do a good job getting it back out of their zone. Puck bounces into the Sharks zone. Around the net, the puck goes. Wild on a puck bouncing high into the sky. Drops back, Wild possession. Sharks fighting for it. Wild have it back to the blue line. Wild right side. Wild shot. That didn't get through. Second shot. Still doesn't get through, but close. Wild still have it in the Sharks zone, and a nice little nifty move. Rink wide pass to the right side. Boldy had that nice pass. And already a little bit of an onslaught here and a lot of pressure by the Wild. Back to the blue line. Nice pressure by the Sharks. They separate the Wild from the puck. Sharks can't get it back into the Wild zone, though. Puck trickling around in the neutral zone. Sharks finally get it. Wild complete their change. I got a 21 prop bets that says it's going to be a point night. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Let's go. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button as well. Let's set the like goal at 20 likes. Let's try to get at least 20 likes on the stream here tonight. Wild bringing it out of their zone. Dumping it. Chasing. Good job by the Wild pressuring. They don't get possession back, but they're battling for it deep here. Battling on the right board. Oh, a little bit of a collision. And the Sharks send it deep before making a change. Wild making a change, waiting to break out until they got all their pieces on the ice. Successful zone entry for the Wild. And we're going to have a whistle with a shot on net. A lot of pressure from the Wild early. We're able to cycle and get a line change as they were cycling in the offensive zone. And Celebrini 21. Sharks have the pieces, man. They're gonna build something special there, but we got probably, I mean, look how long it's taken the Ducks. Although maybe the Ducks just don't have the right pieces. Talent, no less, but I give the Sharks another 3 years until we go, okay, there's a little some there. I mean, shoot, look at Buffalo too. Buffalo under like an actual regime. Oh, and there we go on the Wild score, ladies and gentlemen. A tip right in front of the net. A shot from the blue line and a tip right in front of the net. And there we go, Bogosian. There we go, Brett. There we go. We just had to give him a little bit of an encouragement last night on Wildly Informed. There we go. Was that just clean from Bogosian? Bogosian shot from the blue line, and it was tipped. It was tipped. But looked like it was tipped like off the inner thigh of Foligno, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 Wild. Bogosian with the shot, and I believe that tipped off the inner thigh of Foligno. What's up, sis? Well, of course, he's the GOAT. Just the tip. How you doing, buddy? Excited for a double dose of one championship tomorrow? Oh, Lauco. Man, he's so fast that he was able to get that puck back in the Sharks zone and basically split the puck away from two players. A little bit of a crotch shot, my man. Wild have it in their own zone. Great passing here by the Wild early. And just when I say that, a little bit of a whiff on a pass, but that's okay. That's okay. Nice pressure from the Sharks. 16:56 on the clock, and the Wild are still lead. Sharks don't even have one shot on net there, and there's that beautiful Barut in Zach Bogosian. 861 games. I know it's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, but once upon a time, I remember when Zach Bogosian was drafted. I remember watching that draft with my friends, hanging out. And now he's over 800 games. Time's flying, ladies and gentlemen. Ovi's fully gray now. There's not one black hair on his head anymore. Where's time going? Although what 38-year-old is completely gray? Or 39-year-old? That Stanley Cup champion this summer really did age him. Not the biggest fan. Brodin getting the puck successfully through the neutral zone and into the Shark zone. Wild have it here. Boldy. Shot. Nice save by Vanacek. Puck goes to his right. Wild still have it. Trying to cycle it around the boards here, but that was broken up. Wild pinching. Good job. I mean, Wild getting tripped up there, but able to keep the puck in. Sharks get it, though, and send it the length of the ice. Eck with possession here. It looks like both teams are going to have a change. Vanacek plays it. And Wild regain possession. Faber, blue line. Faber shot. Trickles to the left. Vanacek. Wild still keep the puck in, and that's broken up by the Sharks. Sharks through the neutral zone. Nice zone entry here by the Sharks. Oh, and it was just offside. And we're gonna have a whistle right outside the Wild zone. He's fully black. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't know. The shorts are meh. Wild win the face-off. Left side. Sharks have it in their own zone as the Wild just dumped it. And kind of a Hail Mary pass there, but the Sharks have it. Wild break it up and push it out of the zone, and Wild have it left side. Kaprizov. Try to send it back to Faber, but that was broken up. Puck still in the Wild zone. Wild have it right side. Send it back down the boards. Oh, his beard. Yeah, Bogosian. Zach Bogosian. And the Sharks send it into the Wild zone. Fighting for it to the right to Marc-Andre Fleury. Did you have any bets on Invicta last night? Activate A won on a good one. We were live for a little bit. I don't remember if you dropped in the stream or not. I was so tired last night. After that, I passed the fuck out, dude. Lights on. Like one of those were like about to turn off the light and then just like pass out. And Still in clothes and everything. You're fired. Wild, I mean, skating circles around the Sharks right now, to be perfectly honest. Wild have regained possession, a shot from the blue line, and a save by Vanacek. Man, with how the Wild have been, well, I know they collapsed in the third period against the Kings, but with how the Wild have been shooting volume-wise as of late in the first two periods of their games, and against better teams in the San Jose Sharks, to be perfectly honest, man, Vanacek's in for at least my hairline's better than the San Jose Sharks coach. My goodness. Based on how much the Sharks have been shooting the puck and getting the puck on net these last few games in the first and two periods alone, Vanacek's, he is in for a busy night, ladies and gentlemen. I only use legit books, like books based in the same country. If I watch Invicta, it's just to watch. Got you. The Sharks actually win the face-off on this one, and the Wild regain possession. Wild send the puck back in the Shark zone. Yeah, I watched a lot of the coverage on Tuesday night, but I don't know, by 2 a.m. when all the good stuff was going on, I passed out on the couch. Wild send it up left side. On the ice, maybe. Ball hockey, no way. Ball hockey, I could do it blind and still beat you. Sorry, visually impaired. Ice, you could probably you might be able to beat me if you've played more than me. Oh, and a nice shot there by the Wild. Still fighting for it, right side of the boards. Wild have it back to the blue line. Shot. And I think that deflected high and out of play. Let's go, Zach Bogosian, man, off of Felito. That is awesome. All right, just over 7 minutes into this first period, we're going to a commercial break here. If you haven't already, let me know your score predictions tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I said 5-1 Minnesota Wild. I was originally going to say 4-1, but I think the fifth goal will come on the empty net. But let me know yours as well. I've never skated other than rollerblades at the skating rink when I was like 7 to 10. If you rollerbladed, then you probably can pick up skating pretty easily. We used to do all-night skates. So that was like the same thing, but in Canada. Well, I mean, you're in Colorado. You're in a hockey state. But in Canada, it's like, yeah, we did the same thing, but with like whenever we could get some free ice. But there was a time where, and it was just like, it wasn't just for hockey. It was just, I forget what, it was through like my school. It was through like my university. I was in like some club, and it wasn't like a hockey club or even a sports club. It was like something, so it was like some nerd shit. But like once a month, we put together like, and there was like $5 each. Everybody pitched in. I forget like for what class it was, but it was like some nerd shit. It was like some actual school shit. But we all like skating, and some of us played hockey. I think there's like a couple people who had like young kids too, and we got some ice once a month that we all like pitched for, maybe even like twice a month as well, and that was cool. We just go do open skates or play a little shinny. True. Well, I don't know how long you've been there. You could have picked up some hockey. Max Canones, he lives in Florida. He started to pick up playing some men's league hockey as well. I know you weren't born there, but if you've been there for a few years, get some skates going there, eh, bud? All right. I mean, Illinois is pretty. I don't want to say Illinois. It's a sports state. You didn't freaking go ice skating in Illinois. I mean, go Blackhawks. 7 to 10, prime years for skating, dude. That's when like you fall, it doesn't even hurt because you're so light. Now when you fall and take a tumble, oof. All right. Wild win the face-off. Left side. Middleton sends it down. Oh, and that was a nice pass from the back door, but no Wild was there to retrieve it. It was a Shark, and the Sharks bring it down the length of the ice. The Wild have done such a great job at breaking up play. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Breaking up the play and getting it out of their own zone with ease. Now, half the time it's just a break up play, and they're pushing in the neutral zone. The other half of the time, they're just bombing through the neutral zone. And whether they leave the puck and change in the opposition zone or not, like, their transition game has been excellent. Sharks doing a good job breaking up the puck there. Wild did have one shot on that play. Sharks send the puck deep in the Wild zone. Wild have it right side. Again, breaking up that play from the Sharks. They send this one up the ice and they get a change. Trav, the arena is pretty empty. Yeah, I heard last year and just this year, unless it's like a weekend, unless it's a weekend or a Friday, a lot of families just like aren't getting their way out there on a weekday, knowing that like the team's gonna lose, right? And then again, I don't blame them. It's hard, especially if like, because the tickets ain't that expensive right now, and they're doing like a bunch of family deals. I have a friend who lives in that area, Trav, and he brings his kids to games all the time. He has two young boys, and he says it's not worth it on a weekday, given what, especially for parents, anyways. So yeah, it's gonna be another like probably another season, especially during the week. Weekends they've been doing a decent job at bringing in fans, but again, this happens when your team is historically, and not just like team historically, which they are, but like NHL historically bad. Sharks have it though. Nice little move. Can't get it past the defender. Wild unsuccessful in getting it outside of their zone. How's it going today, by the way, Trav? Having a good week, my friend? It's good to see you as always. Sharks, it ain't pretty, but they get that puck back in the Wild zone. Wild with possession. Wild up the right boards. Nice job picking the pocket of the Wild here is San Jose. San Jose with a nice little passing play, and Fleury tested there. And puck goes up and over the glass. Nice little play by that third line from the San Jose Sharks. What was that again? Goudreau, Smith, and Luke Cunnin. That was a nice little play by them. Nice little tic-tac-toe play. Oh, and it was Charlie Lindgren Liljegren who got involved in the play there. Okay, I told you guys he was good, man. I told you guys he was good. At one point, he was projected to go first overall in the draft. The year before he was drafted, actually played 2 really good seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Very good relatively young piece, 25 years of age now, but very good piece for the San Jose Sharks to acquire on their back end. Good week so far, almost Friday. Big hockey night tomorrow. Gophers, Wild, and Denver. Wow, yes, indeed. Tomorrow I'm covering a lot of combat sports, but I'll catch up on all my hockey probably on Sunday. Granlund's having a nice season. He had a great season last year too. It's just funny. Granlund's just like not a clutch player. Like he has his best seasons when, I mean, he had that, what was a 67 point season with the Minnesota Wild, but it's like on teams that aren't competitive, let's just say, he absolutely dominates. Good to see though, because I don't know if he was a huge fan favorite out here. I wasn't living out here when he was on the team, but I don't think anybody disliked Mikael Granlund. Oh, a wraparound attempt there by the Sharks, but that gets broken up by the Wild. Wild now with possession. Bring it through the neutral zone. I used the skates that had 4 wheels, not incline. Tried those, and yeah, nobody. Roller skating. Let's go. And the Wild are going on the power play as Grundstrom takes the penalty, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. The Wild have not had a good power play as of late, ladies and gentlemen. It's been pretty bad. Let's see if they can get something going. We got a double dose of one championship, baby. At 6:30 a.m. for me, and I guess you as well. I believe we're on the same time zone. You might be even earlier if you're mountain, but I'm central. Is that in? No, but yeah, one championship tomorrow morning. Oh, you're mountain. That sucks. That's even worse for you. Oof. But yeah, one championship now, an hour earlier because of daylight savings. Sick. So it's a late one here. Late game for the Minnesota Wild. Early start for one championship. And then we have the numbered card tomorrow evening as well. Wild about to score. Watch. You got any bets tonight, sis? Anybody in the live chat here, Trav? You got any bets here tonight? I know that our friend Adventure Travel Series, he's got a 21 prop bets. 21 prop bets for this game alone, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you're on Twitter, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel and hang out here. No bets tonight for me. Oh my God. They're just talking about how Kirill Kaprizov, when he's not hanging out with the Zuccarello family, he literally FaceTimes them and the kids when he's bored. Like, he's signing an extension, ladies and gentlemen. He's signing an extension. He can't even have 1 year without Zuccarello, let alone, potentially another, 3 after this. Hey, what's up, Calexico? Good to see you, buddy. Edcar, cool name. $95 straight on the wild. Cha-ching. You got this, buddy. Sharks overdue for streak of losses. Ain't that the truth? And the Wild need to come back strong. I'll show you my Twitter, then I'll Facebook your MySpace before you Google my Bing. That was a good comment. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget to vote in the poll question, guys. Wild in the power play here. Wild with it. Faber on the blue line. Back to the right side. Back to the blue line. Zuccarello left side, but that bounced off the board. Zuccarello did keep the puck in the zone. Wild still have it. Faber, right side. Faber with the open shot there, and he shoots, and a nice save by Vanacek. Kaprizov with it. Back to Faber. Faber to Boldy, one-timer. Save by Vanacek. Faber has it. Zuccarello with the lane. Of course, Zuccarello passes to Boldy. Even Boldy didn't think Zuccarello was going to pass that one to him. Wild still have it, though. And the Wild keep it in the zone. Great effort by Kaprizov. Kaprizov with a shot. I'm not sure if that was blocked or if that one went wide. Wild still have it. Kaprizov. Back to Faber. Faber to Boldy. Boldy with a shot. That didn't get to his man on center. Kaprizov. Shot and blocked by the Sharks. And one of the Sharks players in discomfort there. And the Wild are going to get a change. Amazing power play. But yeah, ouch. One of the Sharks players. Block shot in discomfort. Wild second power play unit up there. And a shot from the blue line doesn't hit its mark. But hey, the Wild don't score on this power play, but it was a good power play with a lot of good chances. 8 seconds on the clock. We got one more. There's going to be plenty of them. 7 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock. Good job by the Sharks for killing that penalty, and a nice save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Wild have it. Hartman bringing into the Shark zone, but it gets broken up by San Jose. But San Jose, one of their players, blows a tire, and the Wild regain it in the neutral zone. Wild with it. Wild over the neutral zone. They're going to dump it in. Chasing after it. Still have a great forecheck. Minnesota setting it around the boards. Ooh, able to keep that puck in. Almost lost at the blue line. We've got 2 Sharks players on the Wild. Now in the neutral zone. Wild have it. Back up the left side. Broken up again. Wild on the left side. Send it behind the Sharks' net. Good forecheck there by the Wild. Losing the puck. Celebrini tried to pass cross ice. That's broken up. Wild have it. Fleury had to end up actually playing the puck as it went down towards him. Huzadinov gets his pocket picked, and Fleury with an amazing glove save. Toffoli had it. Huzadinov got his pocket picked. San Jose Sharks send it right to the slot. And an amazing and flamboyant save by the Fleur. Oh, and a shot. Oh, man. One shot off the post. So it was Celebrini to Foley. Nice pass by Celebrini, and Celebrini was able to pick Kuznadino's pocket as well. Wild win the faceoff. 6 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock. Get Mojo off and Hartman on the second line, please. Hartman, Eck, Boldy. I disagree. Yeah, wholeheartedly disagree on that one. Wild have it. In their own zone. Nice pass. Cross ice. Neutral zone, right side. Wild getting set up there, but took a little too long to get set up. Sharks break it. Or break up the play. They're Fleury playing the puck pretty far outside of his crease. Sends the puck into the neutral zone. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Yes. What's up, dude? Good to see you. We'll give you a little one of these. Faber back to Middleton. While changing, Middleton just launches it up high. And honestly, that kind of worked out. Wild still have it. Great job by Johansson getting it to Boldy there, fighting for it. Back to the blue line. Shot. Eck waiting in front of the net. Another shot from the blue line by Middleton. Middleton, by the way, having a great start to the season playing with Faber. Johansson with it. Up the left side. Unable to get by his man, but I mean, eventually goes down there. Again, Liljegren for the San Jose Sharks has had a good game so far. Mojo, us do nothing players, has it on one to earn a second line minute. Again, wholeheartedly disagree with that. Absolutely disagree with that. He's looked really, really good on the second line. Oh, and Bogosian looking for... I know he didn't get credited with the goal, but looking for another one there. And we finally have a whistle. 4 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. And is Goudreau... Did he take a penalty there? I think he did. Goudreau. And... yeah, Goudreau taking a penalty there. Let's go. Wild back on the power play. Again, they hit the post on the power play on their first attempt. And pretty much, like, put it this way, the Wild's first unit generally doesn't come off the ice. They were working so hard to get a goal there that they had time to make a change with 30 seconds when the Sharks only broke it up and got into the neutral zone, I think, once or twice. On the second occasion, they got the second unit out there for the final 30 seconds where they were able to get an opportunity, scoring opportunity as well. So, I mean, if there's any team to get the power play going, if there's any team to regain the confidence or at least implement for the first time some new plays, because let's be honest, the Wild's power play has become stale a little bit. Most teams know what they're running, know that the draw pass to Faber is there, know that he's pretty much running the show, knowing that Zuccarello, he's going to find Boldy. They got to get some other plays going. They got to get a little bit more creative, and this is a perfect team to be able to get some reps and get some confidence back in those units. So excited to see them here get another chance in the first period. Depends what you expect for the second line. Players, in my opinion, top six guys need to score points to stay in the top six. You think Hartman's going to score more if he's in that same role? I think it's working really well right now, so don't break it up. He'll be gone next year, and hopefully one of the younger guys can take that spot. I mean, shoot, maybe even a Urov coming in, although they project him to be more of a center. I think Johansson plays better if he's gonna have to play against good matchups, right? And not be coddled, not coddled, but and not be like the situation he was in Washington, where he's on a third line with, Backstrom on one line and OV on the other, that are obviously going to get the better matchups, and he's able to be a little bit more creative out there, be one of the better players up against another team's third or fourth line, or a tired first or second line or whatnot. He's not going to get that opportunity with the Wild, so I'd rather see him play with players that he has chemistry with and who he's playing well with and complementing right now, versus being buried on a third and fourth line, where we saw him be even less productive and valuable for a team in that role last year, for example. So I have no issues whatsoever. If anything, I want to keep him there. 1 minute and 9 seconds on the power play. Great job by the San Jose Sharks here in this penalty kill, not allowing the Wild to get really going or finding the rhythm like they were able to find in their first one. Wild do win the face-off. Zuccarello got a little went for a skate and tumble there. Boldy fighting for it in the corner. Zuccarello along with him. Eck doing a great job keeping keeping any other Shark from getting involved here, but Sharks killing some time off the clock. 46 seconds. Oh yeah, for sure. I just don't believe Hartman's gonna do any better. Like, they're winning games, right? Why are we complaining? Oh, and going upstairs was Kaprizov. That doesn't land. And I think Hartman being in the bottom six actually maybe can give the bottom six some scoring, which is completely dry right now, right? Absolutely dry right now. 33 seconds left in the power play. Second unit. Let's see if they can get something going. To the right of Vanacek. Only 3 shots for the Sharks. Wild end up winning the faceoff. Shot from the blue line. That actually gets on net. Johansson back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon shot. That goes right on net as well. Vanacek with another save. Rossi to Johansson. Goudreau bringing the puck in. Nice breakup by the Sharks. Sharks have it. Neutral zone. Sharks able to keep it. Shot, and nobody was in front of the net. No one saw the Sharks sneak up 5-on-5. And a good job by Fleury for saving that one. There was no coverage on that man. Another shot. That one doesn't get on net. Sharks swarming the Wild right now as they just had a really good opportunity. Again, just sneaking right in front of the net. 3 Wild players got caught up in the corner trying to look for the puck, not realizing, oh yeah, the penalty's done. We're going to have a guy come right out of the box. Good job by Marc-Andre Fleury. 4 shots for the San Jose Sharks. 13 for the Wild here as we get closer to the end of this first period. 1 minute and 45 seconds on the clock. Middleton sends it back in. Vanacek having a great night, by the way, so far for the Sharks. 13 saves already. Right, it's 12 saves on 13 shots. Wild breaking out of their zone. Middleton sends it over the line, but Sharks get it. Middleton with it again, sending it back to the neutral zone. Back and forth we go. By the way, if you're watching on Twitter and Facebook, come over to YouTube and join our live chat here. Fourth line out there for the Wild. Goudreau keeping that puck in the zone. Foligno. Well, I guess this is the third line technically. Foligno and Goudreau doing a good job keeping that puck in the Sharks zone. Sharks end up getting it back in a nice pass up into the Wild zone. Celebrini with it. Celebrini front of the net. A shot. Nice Save by Fleury. Wild regain possession. 32 seconds on the clock. Bogosian with it. We got one last rush here for the Wild. 25 seconds. To the line. Wild tip it in. Sharks send it all the way back down the ice and no icing. 14 seconds. Sharks have it. Blue line, send it to the right side. Nobody there. Wild get it back. Kaprizov, 5 seconds. That gets broken up. And let's see if we can get one more shot here by the Sharks. And that is it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, 14 shots from the Wild. They do score. Bogosian with the shot tipped off the inner thigh of Foligno. And the Wild unable to capitalize on their power play. They were able to get a lot of chances in the first opportunity, but that second one, credit to the Sharks, they did a very good job at breaking up a lot of the play. My biggest takeaways from the first period, obviously the power play. Power play, I will attribute the first opportunity to just poor puck luck. Poor puck luck. There were a lot of opportunities there. And overall, Vanacek, the San Jose Sharks goaltender, has been awesome thus far in this game. How good has he been on the season so far? You know, a 90 save percentage on the season when you're 2-4. I'll take that, man. Mackenzie Blackwood, I guess they're split in time. Mackenzie Blackwood, 8 games. Vanacek, 7. Damn. Dude, Klim Kostin, 0 points on the season for the Sharks. Wow. I know he was a late first rounder, but I remember there was a lot of hype around this prospect back in 2017, but he played okay with the Oilers and not so good with the Red Wings. Damn. I mean, he even went back to Omsk during the pandemic, won a championship. How are you with the KHL? Comes back to the NHL and just hasn't been able to get it going. Another young guy that the Sharks, could potentially build around. Seth is unable to join us for intermission here this week, ladies and gentlemen. He's got some family in town, so he's hanging out with them. And I mean, what a game to skip, right? What a game to skip. So we will take a little bit of a break here in a few minutes. We got a little housekeeping notes. We got some ads to run, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to refill my coffee. Then we'll come back and we'll just continue to take your guys' comments here as we run down the game. But again, takeaways from the first period. Let me know your takeaways. Again, mine was power play. Though their first attempt wasn't bad, their second one, they really couldn't get anything together there. And do I give, obviously some credit to the goaltender for San Jose? Absolutely. But for the most part, again, Brett and I were very critical of the Wild special teams on the Wildly Informed show yesterday, which, by the way, if you missed the show, it is on the YouTube channel. You can check it out. It's under the live section. We stream it every Wednesday. We stream anywhere between 7:30 and 8:30 is when we start. Sometimes Brett and I are off work earlier and we can go earlier, but for the most part, it's usually around 8 o'clock. So when we stream for about an hour. Podcast audio form comes out every Friday on the podcast feed. If you guys are new to the channel, by the way, smash that like button and subscribe. We're trying to get to 20 likes by the end of this stream, ladies and gentlemen. 20 likes by the end of this stream. So smash that like button if you haven't already. We will check on the poll question here in a sec, but please vote in the poll question as well. Other takeaways from the first period, while doing more of what has brought them success all season long, and that is breaking up their opponent's play upon their opponents entering the zone, getting the puck in the zone upon a good forecheck or a dump and chase. The Wild have not allowed the Sharks to set up really at all. Like once, and the only mistakes the Wild have made really in this game thus far in 20 minutes of play was a glaring mistake anyways, was Huzardinov getting his pocket picked to left side of Marc-Andre Fleury up on the boards, where Celebrini actually picked his pocket and had a beautiful pass to Tyler Toffoli right in the slot, right in front of Marc-Andre Fleury. No one there covering him. I guess there were two mistakes. I'll get to the second one here in a sec. But that was a big glaring mistake. Great job by Marc-Andre Fleury, getting flashing the fleur, ladies and gentlemen, with his flamboyant style. Glove save. The only other glaring mistake for the Minnesota Wild was right at the end of the period, where there's about 14 or 20 seconds left on the clock, where 3 Wild players were basically trying to break up, I don't even want to say the play, but just the puck from the man, as one of the Sharks was able to get the puck late in the period. The clock's ticking down there. And he was kind of going for a skate in the Wild zone, and 2 Wild were on him. And then I don't know if it was a forward or defenseman, kind of joins in on the wall. They're leaving. And this was right at the end of the penalty. Leaving one of the San Jose Sharks players just wide open to sneak right in front of Marc-Andre Fleury. And the puck trickled his direction, and he was able to get an opportunity there. Fleury, obviously the most alert in that situation, watching the player skate from the box to join the play. But those are literally the only 2 glaring mistakes for the Wild, I would say, in that entire period. Everything else is just flow of the game. I think all 4 lines are playing pretty good. Second line has had some opportunities. First line has looked good. I mean, shoot, man, when the pretty much Hines is playing a lot of the first and second line tonight, and it's evident when there's, you can see them cycle and set up in the offensive zone. We haven't really seen that from the defensive lines much, a little bit more from Foligno's line. But let's check the minutes here. Oh yeah, second line. Yes, the first and second line are pretty much split in time here. 7 minutes for Boldy. And obviously a little bit of this is power play too. But yeah, 7, Boldy, Kaprizov, Eck, all guys who played power play as well. Rossi, 6-18. Played a little bit of power play too on the second unit. But yeah, you look at guys who aren't on the power play and who are in the bottom 6. 2 minutes so far tonight. Yeah, Faber's been munching a ton of minutes too, him being, on the first unit too. But other than that, the defense is actually split up pretty evenly. But yeah, guys on the first power play unit or in the top 6 are getting a stupid amount of time right now. And that's, you didn't even need to look at the numbers for that to be evident. The Devils beat Montreal. What's up, Reaper Jones? Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing, buddy? Devils beat the Canucks recently as well. I was watching that game with the Hughes brother reunion. How you doing tonight, Reaper Jones? What's your prediction for this game, buddy? What's your prediction for this game? I said 5-1 for the Minnesota Wild, but they were only able to score 1 in that first period. Shots 13-5 in favor for the Minnesota Wild. They're 0 for 2 on the power play thus far, though. 0 for 2 on the power play. The Wild have been blocking more shots, which is kind of funny. The one shot that the Sharks did block, I forget who it was, but it was a nasty shot, and he was laboring a little bit as he skated back to the bench. Sharks being a little bit more physical. 10 hits to 5 for the Sharks. And Sharks doing well in the face-off dot as well. 2-1 for the Wild, locking in the prediction. Let's go. Good to have you in the chat here, buddy. Good to have you in the chat. How's your week going, Reaper Jones? How's your week going? And you have former Minnesota Wild player Mikael Granlund on the mic right now on the broadcast. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we'll be back to take your comments. Let me know in the live chat, even during this quick break, what do the Wild have to do to further find success in this game? Is it power play. We haven't seen the penalty kill go to work yet, so we can't really add that into this. But like, what do you think the Wild need to do to continue to have success and really put this game away, solidify this one? Let me know in the chat here. And yes, quick word from some of our friends here of the Sota pod. As always, smash that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video. Smash that like button. If you're on Twitter or Facebook, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube. Booyam, what's up, Evan? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing, Evan? Good to see you. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video on YouTube. That's who we need. That's who we need. He'll be here at the end of the season. There's no way he goes back to college for a third year. He's coming at the end of the season. I don't even think the Wild's defense is that bad though, Evan, right now. I mean, obviously, like I'm not saying that the Wild don't need or don't want their top defensive prospect, but like their defense has been awesome this year thus far. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's a late game, so I need to refill my coffee here. I'm streaming tonight's game here, and then on my second channel, the City Life Project, 6:30 a.m. There's like some Muay Thai in Thailand, one championship that I'm gonna stream on that channel. So coffee to get me through this one, and then I'll have I'll have to get the caffeine back in my veins in a few more hours after that. But was unable to cover the LA game, and I originally planned to do that, and thank God, because it was a tire fire of a game. Anyways, Wild went full Minnesota sports in that third period and basically spoon-fed the win to LA. So even though I didn't expect to have a big crowd here tonight, we got some of the diehards, we got some of the city or the Sota pod loyals here, and I knew there'd be a good chunk of Wild fans who are staying up at least for a little bit of this game, hoping that the Wild, at least start ahead and get back into the win column, get some positivity back. But anyways, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. On the other side, we'll be back for more coverage. What's up, Kenny? We'll be back for more coverage. If you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to these live streams, we do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and of course interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. We'll check in on the poll question, and we do a lot more than just stream on this channel. We stream Monday, Wednesday, and obviously these watch parties where we post full podcast episodes from Fellowship of the Rink with Joe Smith, Minnesota beat writer from The Athletic, Joe Smith. We also have Judd's Buds, Minnesota Wild Prospects. We have MNCAA, Minnesota College Hockey. We have Wildly Informed, Minnesota Wild and NHL Analytics Show. I feel like we're missing something. And our flight series, as well as the Sota pods. We post full podcast episodes and clips from the podcast every single day on the channel. So subscribe, and while we're in this break, refill your cup of coffee as well, and check out some of the content that we post. We'll get back to your comments here after the break. Reaper Jones, I see you have a comment. We'll get back to that as well. But quick break here. Back on the other side, more Minnesota Wild coverage as they take on the San Jose Sharks out west, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th Hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, and we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another Minnesota Wild watch party, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I said it's hard for families to bring their kids out for a Thursday game, but we got one family there. Oh, the San Jose Sharks. I'm sure it's a pretty cheap ticket these days, especially for lower bowl, given where they're at this season. I'm sure weekend home games, they're still a pretty good crowd, but look, I don't blame fans on a Tuesday, on a Thursday, not showing up to watch this team lose over and over again. Good Georgia is going to the college football playoffs, and the NFL is going nuts, especially from your team, the Vikings. And I'm seeing the Bengals below this play right now. Never mind, we might be heading to overtime. The Vikings have had a good season. The Vikings have had a good season thus far. Minnesota sports, though, so anything can happen. But it is refreshing to see that, the Wild are playing well. I mean, the Wild have only lost 2 games in regulation this year thus far, Reaper Jones, and starting on a crazy road trip as well. The Wild have been playing well. The Vikings have been playing well. I'm excited, by the way, for the Minnesota Frost, the PWHL team who won the inaugural PWHL season, who won the championship last year. Excited to see the PWHL start back up again here. I'm not going to lie, I don't follow the Minnesota MLS team at all. Only really the Vancouver one. That's one. I haven't gone to a Twins game yet here either. Timberwolves, kind of the NBA just started, but too early to tell. But I don't think they're doing that great out of the gate. But anyways, I hear going to the soccer games our next level. Like, it's a really, really good sporting experience here in Minnesota. So I gotta go check them out. Oh no, they're going for a 2-point conversion. The Bungles bungle again. Damn. I was watching a little bit of football earlier when I was making dinner, but anyway, second period about to begin here, ladies and gentlemen. Players back out on the ice. Oh, Tara Sloan's working for NBC Sports. That's cool. She used to work for Sportsnet in Canada. I'm watching the NBC Sports broadcast right now. The Lundell parents. Oh, I guess William Eklund's grandfather and mother are there? Okay. Anyways, guys. Let's check in on the poll question quickly here. Guys, if you're watching on Twitter/X or Facebook, come over to YouTube. This is kind of our primary destination. And we have a lot of content on YouTube, which I imagine if you guys are fans of the Wild, you will dig, as well as a lot of other shows that we live stream too. All right, let's get to the poll question. Where are we at with the poll question? And you guys, smash that like button. There's 11 of you watching right now. Smash that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get to 20 likes. Poll question: how many goals will the Wild score? Right now, 2-3 leads the poll, 47%. 3-4, 37%. 1-2, 11%, and 5 plus 5%. Vote in the poll question, ladies and gentlemen. Vote in the poll question. Smash like button to farm smash coin. Yes. There you go. All right, here we go. Second period, ladies and gentlemen. Second period. Minnesota Wild up 1-0. And we already have a whistle. That's the special. That's gonna rock what comes out wins. There you go. Smash going in blockers. Did the Wild call up a goalie from Iowa? I don't think so. Unless it happened this afternoon and I missed it. We have another whistle here. 2 quick whistles in less than 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't think they called anybody up. And the Sharks win the faceoff. How's the game? How's the rest of the game, Reaper Jones? I watched the first quarter. And the Wild regain the puck in their own zone. Brodin with some nice passing. Johansson with it. Back to the defenseman, back up the left side. Wild kind of passed that puck out of the neutral zone. Johansson with a nice pass. Ek, center. And the Wild score, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, center to Eriksson Ek, and the Wild score. I was hesitant to call that right away because I didn't know if that went wide or if that was a save due to the reaction here, but beautiful job by Johansson, man. Honestly, Johansson was the one who got that back. Oh my God, Johansson to Hartman to Eriksson Ek. Wow. I do like him, but I think Wallstead is the first man up. Are they going to check if it was offside? The Ravens winning, the Bengals tour of sadness continues. I really do like the Levi signing though. He's played 2 years pro already in the Czech league. All right, they're going to check if it was offside. Oh man, Ek might have been offside there. But again, great job by Johansson. Man, there's a coach's challenge and they might win this challenge. Ek might be offside. Or listening in. It was offside. So Eriksson Ek doesn't get that one, ladies and gentlemen. Good call there. Good coach's challenge. All right, so the puck is going to come right outside of the Shark zone. Yeah, I want to see Wallstead up here, especially because they just signed him to like an NHL extension too. Like he is going to be the first call up, assuming he's healthy, right? But no, Levi's good. If Levi can be our top goalie in the AHL, and next year when it's Gustafsson and Wallstead, he be the next guy up. Solid, man. Solid. Because he's 23, 24, and the Sharks looking for an opportunity there. Puck gets broken up and Toffoli going for a little bit of a tumble into the boards. He might have gotten tripped up there. We do have a whistle. Let's see if we're going to have any penalties. And Faber, is he going to get called for tripping? Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. That's a pretty weak call. It's like Faber just moved and like Faber hit his leg with the stick, but yeah, he's shaking his head. That's a pretty weak tripping call. Did Faber make contact? Yes. Was he the reason the guy went down? I don't think so, but regardless, we're going to see the San Jose Sharks on the power play. We're going to see the Minnesota Wild on the penalty kill for the first time here tonight. And Brett and I were saying on the Wildly Informed show yesterday that we were more concerned with the Wild's PK than we were the power play. So let's see if they can kill off this one. Good puck movement here by the Sharks. And here it is again, that PK collapsing. Like we talked about yesterday as well, just collapsing in center, leaving all these guys open with room to work on the outside. And there's a nice save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Puck did get out into the neutral zone, but Celebrini back in, sends it to the blue line. Granlund, left side of the circle. Granlund, back to the blue line. Liljegren, back to Granlund. Granlund with a nice shot, and oh my goodness, Marc-Andre Fleury made the save, but rebound puck was wide open, and no Shark was there. The net was wide open. That was a blown opportunity for the San Jose Sharks. If there was a body there, they would have scored. Again, this PK for the Minnesota Wild is not looking good. Lauko does bring the puck in, and short-handed was looking for a go there. I will say Lauko is incredibly fast, and I love what I've seen of Lauko this season, but just overall, this PK for the Wild, man, it's concerning. It's concerning. And it started off strong this season. Oh, and Celebrini breaks his stick. Damn. 43 seconds remain in the power play for the Sharks. Sharks won the face-off. They're going to have to break out. And Sharks offside entering the Wild zone. 30 seconds on the power play for the San Jose Sharks. 17-12 on the clock in this second period. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Will the Sharks score on the Minnesota Wild here? And if they do, I mean, this is just a tale of bad special teams for the Wild thus far. They may have looked good coming out of the gate, but they got to tighten up their special teams, guys. Yeah, and the broadcasts are saying that too about the Wild. The Wild have allowed, was it five goals on the PK thus far this year? With 5 seconds left, looks like they're going to be able to kill this one off, though. Sharks do have it in the Wild zone. Wild battling for it behind Marc-Andre Fleury, and the Wild successfully kill off this power play. And Brock Faber joins the rush here. Shot, Goudreau, and a save by Vanacek. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good kill by the Minnesota Wild. They haven't been successful on the PK in recent games, so that's good to see. Mind you, the Sharks made that too close for comfort. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the stream here tonight. We got 2 more periods of hockey to get there. Wild break up the Sharks play in their own zone. Sharks regain possession. Wild battling for it. Deep behind the net. Wild regain possession. Bogosian gives it up. Cunnin tried to rip it again out of the possession of Bogosian. Bogosian has it, passing up the right side. Wild unable to enter the Sharks zone. They still have it in the neutral zone, though. Sharks bat it in deep. Wild regain possession. Wild going to break out. 15:44 on the clock. Spurgeon leaves it for Kaprizov. Kaprizov skates up the right side. Kaprizov neutral zone. Kaprizov dumping it in. Around the boards it goes. Sharks end up with it. Skating through center ice. Sharks trying to get to the right side, and a rebound and score! Celebrini on the rebound. That was too easy. Macklin Celebrini with his second NHL goal, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. This was too easy. They come in center. Oh, it's just that puck wasn't broken up and it was sent back out front. Wow. So Brodin was not able to just break up that puck. So it was Spurgeon and Brodin out there. Celebrini coming through center, throws it to his man on the right, and Brodin gets a gets a stick on it, but is unable to break up the play fully or regain possession. So the guy on the right for the Shark, unable to get a shot on because he's kind of overskating it at this point. So sends it back right to center. Celebrini there. And there's the goal. I thought it was a rebound at first. Frick indeed is a 1-1 game. And honestly, you can blame special teams. We can blame the power play for the Minnesota Wild. I know you're not going to go perfect on every single power play, man, but that they had opportunities in that first power play opportunity, and they were unable to capitalize. 15 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, and the San Jose Sharks tie this game. I did think the Sharks would score 1, but now the Wild have to get 4 more for my goal prediction to come true. And blocked shot by the San Jose Shark again here. Minnesota Wild still have possession. Wild blue line. Wild left side. Wild looking for a shot, and a shot from just outside the circles and a save by Vanacek. You got to give Vanacek some credit. And it looks like Ek might have been high sticked here. Are we going to have a penalty maybe for high sticking on Ek? Ek showing some discomfort. It looks like got hit in the face. Oh, yeah, a little bit of a high stick there by Zetterlund. No call, no call. They were each battling there, and it looked like just the center of the stick got up, but 14:37. Sharks win the faceoff to the right of Vanacek. Sharks bring the puck into the Wild zone. They flip that one up and over the glass. They entered the puck into the zone, though. To Macklin Celebrini. Looks like a baby out there on the freaking bench. That's hilarious. Sharks win the faceoff. Sharks doing well in the faceoff in the second period thus far. Unable to get that puck into the Wild zone there. They're battling. Neutral zone. Get to the left side. Nice passing by the Sharks. Tip play broken up. Oh, and the puck trickles back again to an open Shark who's just sitting there. Wild. They're leaving one guy open behind them when they go and battle into the boards. Wild with it. Neutral zone. Hartman unable to get it out or get it into the Shark zone. Skates it back a bit and just passes to one of the Sharks. Sharks dump it in. Wild regain possession. Wild through the neutral zone. Trennan forechecking, loses it. Nice transition from the Sharks. They don't bring it in their zone clean. Who's Nadinov back around the boards? Who's Nadinov with it? Right side with some speed. Who's Nadinov? Cutting in front of the net. Who's Nadinov with a nice opportunity broken up? And that might have been just a straight save by Vanacek, but a great opportunity by Who's Nadinov, who came up the right side with speed, ladies and gentlemen. Wild still have it. Who's Nadinov? Again, tried to find a man at center, but no one there. Who's Nadinov buzzing this shift, ladies and gentlemen? Who's Nadinov back to the blue line? Wild have it. Third line actually looking to maybe get some offense going. Who's Nadinov battling for it? Puck still on the blue line. Dude, he is sick, man. He is sick. He's one of my favorite young players on the team right now. Wild end up to get it. Wild are able to make a change to get that first line out there, still in the offensive zone here. But what a shift by Who's Nadinov, man. Seriously. Kaprizov. And this is amazing. The Wild were able to get that first line back out on the ice. Zuccarello with it right side. Shot from the blue line. Puck in the slot. Kaprizov. Shot. And score to Zuccarello. Kaprizov to Zuccarello. Laying there like a freaking starfish on the ice was Vanacek. And Kaprizov to Zuccarello, and he scores, ladies and gentlemen. Rossi in front of the net trying to clear some of the crease. And Ross does a good job keeping 38 for the Sharks off of Zuccarello. Zuccarello able to sneak through, Kaprizov able to sneak through, and Zuccarello getting that pass and gets it right under that left pad of Vanacek as he is sprawled out. 2-1 for the Wild, ladies and gentlemen. And the first line successful again. Great job by Rossi. I mean, if it wasn't for Rossi clearing again, I don't know, number 38 is for the San Jose Sharks. Let me quickly check. Who's 38? I don't know who that is, but 38 for San Jose was able to clear him from the crease, and Kaprizov was able to slide right in front of him with the puck. Clear path to Zuccarello. Great goal. And good for momentum, too, because, I mean, the Sharks just scored. Wild have not been able to get anything going on their power play. Their penalty kill looked good. Like, I'm not even going to say look good. Their penalty kill looked awful, but they didn't give up a goal. I cannot imagine that they, gained a lot of confidence and momentum after that penalty kill, right? Like, it didn't look good. It didn't look good. Despite them, successfully killing it, but it was more the Sharks blew their opportunity. Again, guys, like the video if you haven't already. Like the video if you haven't already. Smash that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video, ladies and gentlemen. 20 likes on the video. I know we can get there. I know we can get there. You guys see on Twitter that the San Jose Sharks changed their hashtag? It's no longer sjsharks. What is it? What did they change it to? I think it's teal time or something like that. What is it? The future is teal, bro. I'm shaking my head. I don't like it. The future is teal. Okay, bud. Whatever you gotta tell yourself. Whatever you gotta tell yourself, San Jose. All right. Sharks have it. 11:42 on the clock. Shot blocked by Minnesota. Minnesota regains possession. Nice passing through the neutral zone, left side. Slowing things down to the Wild. Shot. Hoping to try to get that closer on net. The future. What a goal, man. Kaprizov does it all. I know he hasn't scored a ton of goals this year, but it's just because Zuccarello's been open. And you got to give credit where credit is due to Rossi on that one. If Rossi didn't clear some space there, Kaprizov wouldn't have been able to slide through right between the crease and the players and able to get that pass across. The future is teal, bro. What the heck? 11 minutes. Wild have it in the Shark zone. Wild looking for a shot right through the center. Nice save. That might have gone just a little bit right, but another shot from center. That goes Wild. Wild still have it. Boldy, left side, shot, missing Johansson. Boldy giving it up to Granlund. Granlund, the Sharks, in the Wild zone. One-timer from the blue line. That goes wide. Celebrini loses it at the blue line. Sharks finish a change. Sharks send it into the Wild zone. Wild unable to break it up. And the Sharks get a shot off. That goes wide. 10 minutes and 9 seconds. Shot from the blue line right in front of Fleury. Battling in the crease. And we have a whistle. Zetterlund, a little shove on Marc-Andre Fleury. Marc-Andre Fleury's got some words for Zetterlund here. Drop the mitts, Fleury. Fight him. I mean, not a lot of those shots hit the net, but Fleury's still having to remain sharp here. Shot 17-11 for the Minnesota Wild. Not a great start to that second, or to this second period for the Wild, but so far looking better. 11 o'clock. We're not even in the third period yet. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. And again, anybody watching on Twitter or Facebook, come over to YouTube and join our live chat here. Good to see you, Evan, Reaper, Jones. We got Trev, Kenny, Sis, Ben. Appreciate you guys. Sharks won the faceoff and some nice moves at the blue line. Sharks get another opportunity in the slot. Too many opportunities in the slot. Fleury out to try to play the puck. Wild have it through the neutral zone. Wild again, great passing through the neutral zone. Foligno sends it around the boards. 2 Sharks on the Wild player. Foligno back to the blue line. Good job. Wild send it back to Goudreau. The Wild score. A nice tip up in front. Goudreau, ladies and gentlemen, with a beautiful shot on net and them getting the tip. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. We get another one. Hartman with the tip, and there we go. We get some scoring, Trav. We get some scoring in the bottom 6. Let's fucking go. We get some scoring in the bottom 6. That's what we want to see. Freddie Goudreau, Hartman have looked good so far here tonight. I mean, Foligno's looked good all season, but Hartman plants himself in front of the net, getting that tip off of Freddie Goudreau, ladies and gentlemen. He can do no wrong this season. Tabarnak the Gaulless. Freddie Goudreau can do no wrong this season. Another coach's challenge. Frig off, Leahy. Oh, no. It's going to be no goal. Oh my God, we got 2 offsides in a row. You've got to be kidding me. Look at me celebrating there. Wild could literally be up 2 goals here. Hold on, we're looking at it right now. Oh yeah, this one was way worse than Eck, to be honest, too. Oh my goodness. All right, I celebrated a little too early there. Trav. Damn, 2 goals called off for the Wild already in this game. All right, no TV timeouts, no timeout at all from John Hines. We're going right at it. 9 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. Sharks coach is like the guy's got like an extra 2 eyes, I swear. Catching all these offsides that we're missing. And that the Zebras are missing. Faber has it in the Wild zone. Kaprizov leaves it back to Faber. Faber shot on net and Vanacek save, but there's a rebound. Sharks get the puck. Kaprizov pressuring. Sharks still with the puck, looking to get the puck out of their zone. Neutral zone. Can the Wild stop them? No, they can't. Sharks have it right side. Sharks shot. Rebound by Marc-Andre Fleury. Faber gets it back out of the zone. Look, I know Fleury's known for rebounds, but bro, it's been bad this year. Faber with it again. Faber leaves it for Middleton. Middleton unable to get it out. Middleton has it again here. Left side. Middleton. Kuznetsov has it. Kuznetsov almost getting a second shot on that. It goes high and wide of the net. Kuznetsov battling for it behind the net. Sharks get the puck back. Sharks left side. Shark with a nice little move there and a shot on net, and Fleury didn't know where that puck went. And that's going to go up and out of play. That was a hell of a shot. I didn't know where that puck went either. I thought that went to the left side, but it went up and out of play, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a TV timeout. Look, I know the Wild are up. I know they got a goal, so I shouldn't be super critical. But again, the penalty kill looked awful. Despite them able to actually get the kill, it didn't look that great. So that's just one big takeaway. I don't like how the Sharks are getting a lot of their opportunities in the open slot. It seems like that open slot in the center, parts like the friggin' Red Sea whenever the Wild are getting tangled up even a little bit and just kind of collapse. And even 5-on-5 here. Like, I'm not even talking on the PK. I'm talking 5-on-5. It seems like some of the best opportunities that the Sharks have had this period, hell, even in the first period, 5-on-5, have been when they're seemingly able to set up shots from that center slot where someone creeps up from the blue line or that left side. So I've seen that enough now where I'm going to take a note. And again, I know Marc-Andre Fleury gives up rebounds, man. He's been doing it since friggin' 2003. But if your teammates know you're going to give up rebounds like that, man, you got to have a guy close by. And again, I get the game moves so quickly, and sometimes that's not going to be realistic, but it's been really bad tonight. It's been really bad tonight, especially when the second opportunities are either trickling back to the boards, down to the Sharks defenseman, or right to a Sharks player in front of the net. All right, we are back from commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your guys' takeaways from this period, from this game as well. For me, it's like it's a little too close for comfort against the San Jose Sharks here, to be perfectly honest. It's a little too close for comfort. 10 minutes of ice time for Kaprizov right now. 11 for Johansson. Kuznetsov taking the face-off. Winning the face-off are the Wild. But the Sharks get the puck back. Sharks trying to set up a play here. Wild, great hit. Great hit. I don't know who. Oh, Trennan, a great hit. Separating basically breaking up the play, separating his man from the puck here. The Wild unable to cleanly get the puck out of their own zone, but they do, and puck goes length of the ice. That fourth line again, Trennan Kuznetsov out there. Icing on San Jose, but again, that's Trennan and Kuznetsov line looking pretty damn good here in this second period. I mean, again, Kuznetsov, he got his pocket picked by Celebrini in the first period, which led to a really, really good scoring opportunity for Toffoli. But other than that, he's been incredibly sharp in this game. Wild win the face-off, but looks like we have a penalty coming up here. And that's going to be against the San Jose Sharks. Okay, the Wild are going to go on the power play for the third time. They have to fucking score. Luke Cunnin, former Minnesota Wild players, took the penalty here. Let's see what that is exactly. But guys, the Wild have to score here. 0 for 3 in this game against the Sharks. Inexcusable. Slashing. 7:32 on the clock in the second period. Wild go back on the power play third time. All right, I'm literally writing power play with a little like arrow on my notes. Let's see if it's good, bad, or ugly. And the Sharks already clear. Marc-Andre Fleury, though, getting that puck back to Faber. Oh, for the last 16, bro, for the Minnesota Wild. Come on, and they're 0 for 2 in this game. We need a power play goal, ladies and gentlemen. We need a power play goal up the left side. Eriksson Ek has it now. Zuccarello back to Boldy. Zuccarello right outside that right circle. Boldy didn't commit to the spin around. Tried to get it back out front when Vanacek was on the ground, but great job by the San Jose Sharks PK for recognizing that. But the Wild still have possession. Kaprizov back to the blue line. Zuccarello back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov behind the net. Kaprizov to Boldy. Boldy unable to get or find a shooting lane. Back to Faber. Boldy shot, and he scores. What a snipe by Matt Boldy, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute snipe by Matt Boldy. And the Wild finally exercise their demons. Finally get a goal on the power play, ladies and gentlemen. They were 0 for 16. I'm writing on my notes finally. 0 for 16. Beautiful puck movement there. Boldy. Oh my goodness, right over the left shoulder of Vanacek. Dude, that was an amazing shot by Matt Boldy. The Wilder now lead 3-1. Absolute snipe show. They needed to get something going on the power play, especially because their second power play was not good. And the Sharks were able to break up a lot of their opportunities. What's up, RJ? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? What a snipe by Matthew Boldy. Six minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. And the Wild with another shot blocked by Vanacek. Sharks get it. Try to bring it back to the Wild zone. Bro Dean with a great job getting that back up the right side. And the Wild don't bring the puck into the Sharks zone. Celebrini with it. Ripping through the neutral zone. Looking for the right side. Nice drop pass. Shot from that center slot again, but the Wild block it that time. Thank God they had someone there reading that play, but the Sharks still have it. Right side. Shot again. Rebound. Marc-Andre Fleury saved that one. Rebound to the right side. Sharks still have it. Wild overcommitting. Try to break up that play, and the Sharks now with pressure on the Wild. 5 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock. Sharks moving the puck here. Left side. Liljegren, who's had a tremendous game for San Jose, by the way. And finally, the Minnesota Wild able to break things up and get that puck out of the zone. By the way, Matthew Boldy, that is his 7th goal of the season, 14 points in 12 games. He's only 23 years of age still, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an amazing year for Matthew Boldy. And puck trickles out of the San Jose zone as Brock Faber was unable to keep possession and handle that one. 4 minutes and 51 seconds. Wild battling for it, right side. Wild, right wall, back to Faber. Faber, great game as well, ladies and gentlemen. Shot on net. Vanacek blocks that one. Kaprizov. Zuccarello now with it. Right side. Tried to send it to center. Blocked, but Faber able to get that shot through. Rebound. And an amazing job by Zuccarello, able to get that puck back. Tried to send it to Kaprizov. He doesn't get it. I'm not sure what caused that whistle there. A little break in the action. Maybe that puck went up. It was tipped back down. But anyways, we got a TV timeout. Man, I wish I was that good at 23. It's truly unbelievable how good he is. And he came to the league so young, right? He only played 14 games in Iowa, 2 years college. And then it was like, boom, you're an NHL player. And in his in 47 games in 2021 too, 15 goals. So okay, if you played a full season, you're thinking 30, 31, just shy of 30 last year, 6 already in 12 games. Man, he could hit 35, 40 goals this year. Dude, with how much friggin' Kaprizov is passing to Zuccarello. Zuccarello could hit 30 goals this year. Zuccarello's 6 goals on the season as well. So, 7 for Boldy on the season right now and 6 for Zuccarello. And I know Zuccarello, 37 years of age. He's getting up there, but the speed is still there, which is great. And that's what's needed in the league here today. And Middleton with 8 points, man. How crazy is that? The Jacob Middleton right now. Unreal. Look, man, he's points aside because obviously there's going to be some regression there. The fact that him and Faber are so good together and he's a reliable he's a reliable not only just teammate for Faber, but pairing. Defensive partner. Yeah, he's good already. If it turns into more of a power forward, that would be huge, but not sure if he's that type or more like Eichel. Well, I think people just he is good and he is physical. I mean, I say this all the time, Evan. I said this last year as well. When he went on those scoreless streaks, he was still good in the game. He was like, okay, I'm not getting as many looks because I'm, a little snake bitten right now. So I'm just going to go out there and throw the body around. I remember I went to 2 games live last year. And in one of those, he, wasn't having his best game offensively, getting some looks, but like missing the net and things like that. So he was like, fuck, I'm just going to throw the body around. Once he's able to grow a full beard like Bogosian, then you'll just start. Then once he starts looking a little meaner, I think we'll his more physical play will be a little louder. No, but you said it. Even if he's just this player that he is right now for the rest of his career, that's a good thing. I think he's going to be better. I think he's going to be an 80-point player. And not just for one season. Oh, and a nice shot there by Johansson and a nice save by Vanacek. Shots 21-16 for the Wild. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second period. And a slashing call. Looks like it's going to be called on Eriksson Ek. Oh, I mean, yeah, that hits the glove. That hits the glove. Again, the calls on the Wild here, that tripping, again, made contact. Not sure if that's what caused the trip. And same with this. Like, yep, made contact to the glove, so you can make that call. But it's... I thought it was going to be like Ek in front of the net, like with a downward motion. But anyways, Wild on the PK. And they killed off the last penalty, but it wasn't pretty. And the Sharks definitely had a lot of chances. So let's see how it works out here. Liljegren with it. Sharks send it into the Wild zone. And Trennan with a shorthanded break. And the Sharks able to regain possession. But that killed a lot of time off the clock. 1 minute and 11 seconds here. Sharks enter the Wild zone. Celebrini back to the blue line. Liljegren back to Celebrini. Celebrini at center. A nice right pad save by Marc-Andre Fleury. And who's Nadinov? Oh, you might have kicked out with the right. Who's Nadinov shot in the slot, and that was blocked by a Shark. Who's Nadinov sends it back to the blue line there, ends up sending it all the way back down the ice, but that's okay. 41 seconds on the clock. Oh, and losing it at the blue line. Losing at the blue line was the Wild, and he ends up, I think it's Lauko, gets his stick broken here. So now we have 3 Wild players with sticks. Lauko doesn't have a stick, and Will Smith sends it to Zetterlund. Oh, and they end up breaking up the play. The Wild get that puck out of the zone, and they're able to get a change here. A player with a stick back out on the ice. 5 seconds left in the power play, and this was a good kill. Wild at full strength. 1 minute and 21 seconds on the clock. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Wild complete their change. Sharks send this one in deep. Battling in deep. Wild regain possession. Not out of it just yet, though. Sharks, great job defending their man. And again, Zuccarello and the Sharks fight. I mean, the Sharks are really playing very good, like, just one-on-one defense here, fighting for possession against their man, but the Wild regain it. Wild in the Shark zone. Blue line. Cross ice. Wild regain possession. Right side. Brodin. I'm trying to set in front of the net there. Kind of went a little too right. And one timer there from the blue line and a nice save by Vanacek. Hey, the Sharks have been able to get a lot more shots on net in this period. Oh my God, look at that beautiful toe save by Fleury. Oh my goodness. That was amazing.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Unbelievable save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Wow. Don Cherry's giving the thumbs up for that one, ladies and gentlemen. All right, face off. Won by the Wild, but the Sharks sneak away with that. Oh, and what a hit. Again, the Wild have been very physical. Despite them not leading in hits, they've been able to send a few of the Sharks players to the ice with some big hits in this game. Final seconds of the second round, second period. Jeez. 3-2-1, and that is it for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota with 2 goals in that second period. They lead this one. Let me know your biggest takeaways from this second period, ladies and gentlemen, and I will go over mine here. We will take a little bit of a break. No Seth joining us for intermissions today, ladies and gentlemen. He's hanging out with his family here today. They're visiting and, against the, San Jose Sharks on a Thursday night. I mean, we can give Seth a break. No, but big shout out to Seth, who's going to be joining us through a lot of intermissions this season here on the streams. But let me know your biggest takeaways from that second period, ladies and gentlemen. 23 shots for your Minnesota Wild, 18 for the San Jose Sharks. Wild leading their shooting percentage. Funny enough, the Wild have blocked more shots than the Sharks, but the Sharks' block shots just seem to be a little bit louder, a little bit more important. Wild finally scoring on their power play. We got to see both special teams in that one, and the Wild's power play, it looked good. I wrote finally in my notes. Their PK in the second period looked good as well for the Wild. 2 called back goals. I should write that in my notes. Coach's challenge, offside. So the Wild, assuming no one caught those, they could be up 5. They could be 5-1 right now. Just saying. But my goal prediction was a 5-1 win for the Wild. 4 goals, 5-on-5, or on the power play. But regardless, one of the goals was going to be empty netter. That is my prediction. I honestly see that coming true now with how this game is going. If the Wild, because the Wild, they'll probably score another 2 in that third period. But the offsides, man, the offsides. Oh, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. October's over and the Christmas commercials are already starting. Not even Thanksgiving. American Thanksgiving. Let me know your takeaways. Good period. I mean, we would have 4 or 5, right? Right. So my biggest takeaways were, and I said this already throughout the second period, too many shots and opportunities from the Sharks are coming from that center lane. And it's like somehow whenever they get their cycle going, they draw Wild players away from that center lane or collapsing right near the crease. And there's just like an opening right between the circles, but right at center for a shot opportunity. And it's happened a few times, enough for me to note it. I think that the Minnesota Wild had a bad first PK. Their second PK was good. Fleury's rebounds are getting a little out of control, especially because the Wild aren't doing him any favors, recognizing that, okay, like we got to look out for a puck if San Jose takes a shot, especially from the blue line or top of the circle, that Fleury is he ain't going to cover this one. I will say, though, when Fleury did have to make a big save, he did, and it almost seemed just like on reflex alone, because I don't think he even knew where that puck was, but that amazing toe save helped the Wild out here, man, because this game has been too close for comfort, and now them having a 2-goal lead going into the third period is a lot better. Now, the Wild did collapse against the Kings in the third period, but that's the Kings. The Sharks are not the Kings, let's be perfectly honest. And the Wild still look pretty good. They still look pretty fresh, and we're seeing more than just the top line for the Minnesota Wild contribute here tonight. Kuznetsov and Laukov look good together on that fourth line. The third line has looked good. Gaudreau and Foligno have looked good. Or I guess Gaudreau and Hartman have looked good. The second line has looked good. Johansson, Boldy looking good here tonight. First line, obviously, they've looked good every single night. And the power play. The power play finally were able to just dominate. So the first power play the Wild had in this game in the first period was good. It was good. If anything, the hockey gods just didn't want them to get a goal. They hit the post and some really good saves from the San Jose goaltender. The second power play the Wild had, awful, broken up plays. Didn't get many opportunities at all. The third one, absolute domination. They were rewarded with a goal. Finally, first goal in 16 freaking power plays. Oh, yes, and the called off goal. That's another takeaway. 2 called off goals, 2 offsides. Unbelievable. Hope we're not taking a vacation instead of a road trip. Good point. But I don't blame them. Yeah, that Boldy snipe hopefully kickstarts the power play. And again, and Brett and I talked about this on the Wildly Informed show. Again, it's on the YouTube channel. If you click live, it's there. It's our episode from yesterday. If you want to listen to the audio version of it, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from, guys. If you're not subscribed to the Sota Pod, please go do so. We have shows that drop every single day. MNCAA Monday. What the heck drops Tuesday? Judd's Buds drops Tuesday. Fellowship of the Rink Wednesday. Another MNCAA on Thursday. And Wildly Informed every Friday. So you're getting an episode every single day of the week, ladies and gentlemen, covering Minnesota hockey. So there you go. But yeah, we were saying on the show yesterday, Evan, that we're both less concerned with the power play. We'll think with the amount of talent that the Wild have and the ability to be able, the ability to make more adjustments off in an offensive game plan versus just the X's and O's, the PK 101 stuff that's just kind of falling apart on the penalty kill on the other side of things. So we were each and collectively a little bit more concerned of what's going on with the PK. Tonight, I will say that I'm still a little concerned with the penalty kill, but glad that they were able to kill the last 2. Russo said it's paradise. It's a lot nicer than Minnesota here today. Though I will say it was nice in Minneapolis today. The morning was gross and foggy and cold, but then the sun came out, and I went for a nice run today, and a little bit chilly, but hey, it's almost mid-November. Like, it should be chilly at this point. Which, by the way, it's almost mid-November. This is crazy how time is just flying, man. Time is just flying. Anyways, you heard my takeaways from the second period. I want to hear yours again. Get them in the comments, guys. If you're watching on Twitter /X and or Facebook, come over to YouTube, smash that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 20 likes on the video. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. What do I say on my other channel? Smash that like button like you'd smash Jessica Alba from Into the Blue. Speaking of paradise. Anyways, back on the other side, we will talk about what we want to see from the Wild in this third period to maintain this lead. We'll talk about overall the things that we've liked from the Wild in the first and second period, and maybe some of the things that we haven't liked as well. And yeah, we'll tee up what's coming up this weekend, both on the channel and for the Wild here as they continue this Western road trip and gear up to take on the Quack Ducks coming up next. All that plus third period coverage, play-by-play commentary, reaction, interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. And we'll check in on our poll question as well, ladies and gentlemen. Back on the other side, do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. back live here on the SotaPod YouTube channel for another Minnesota Wild watch party, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota Wild take on the San Jose Sharks, ladies and gentlemen, and they lead the San Jose Sharks 3-1 going into the third period. It hasn't been a picture-perfect game for the Wild, but it's been good enough to get a win over the Sharks, and that's kind of what they needed. They needed to get back into the win column. They needed to get some confidence boosters, especially on the power play. Now, they've only gone 1 for 2 on the power play, but given that the Wild have been or came into this game 0-16 on the goddamn power play, I will take 1 for 2 on the goddamn power play here tonight. Now, some of the young guns for the Sharks are looking good. Macklin Celebrinis look good here tonight. The goaltending for San Jose's look good here tonight. Timothy Liljegren on the back end has looked good for the Sharks. But Minnesota's been buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. Boldy with an absolute snipe of a goal in the second period. Zuccarello with a nice one as well, with a nice feed from Kaprizov. So overall, a good second period. A goal called off, a nice goal from the bottom six. Goudreau leading the play there. A goal from Hartman was called off. 2 offside goals being called off here today due to the coach's challenge. I mean, the Wild could theoretically, if those offsides weren't or were missed, it could have been it could be a 5-1 game. I still think it's going to be a 5-1 game. My goal prediction tonight was 5-1 in favor of the Wild. I still think the Wild are going to score 1 more 5-on-5 or on the power play and then get 1 empty netter. Or they just might get 2 flat out and we won't even see the Sharks pull the goalie, because why even at that point? Why even? So again, penalty kill throughout the game for the Wild. We didn't see it in the first period. We saw it twice in the second period. I think it's been okay. It did enough. I think the second kill was a lot better than the first. Minnesota Wild finally score on the power play. Like I said, beautiful shot by Boldy. Wild are giving up the same scoring opportunity for the Shark throughout this game, whether it's 5-on-5 or on the penalty kill, and that's allowing the Sharks from that left circle to kind of either move to the center slot or the center lane with ease, or and get so move to the center lane to take a pass to and then get the shot off, or just with the puck kind of, I don't even want to say draw anybody, but just move. It's just open there as either the defense collapses or they're just too far out on the wings. And it's happened many times on 5-on-5 and funny enough on the power or on the penalty kill as well. So I just noted that. I just don't like how that spot in particular, which is a high danger scoring chance and just a dangerous spot to allow someone to either get a shot off or be able to skate the puck in to get the shot off with ease. Haven't liked how the Wild have just been giving up that position all night, regardless of the line. Marc-Andre Fleury, he's the king of rebounds. We've known this since 2003. However, it's getting out of hand, especially when like no one on his team are recognizing that like, shit, I should keep my eye out for like where the hell the puck is going with a long shot on Marc-Andre Fleury, a shot outside the circle or a shot from the blue line. Now I should say here, I don't even want to rip Fleury much at all, because he literally saved or made one of the most clutch saves of the season for the Minnesota Wild. Okay, the situation wasn't that clutch, but still, it would have been a 3-2 game for the San Jose Sharks if Fleury didn't make that incredible toe save, leading to the right, getting that right. I thought it was pad, but it was toe save. Beautiful stuff. So the Wild have a comfortable lead coming into this third period. I think they're going to get 2 more goals, ladies and gentlemen. I know 2 goals have been called back, and I know they hit the post once as well, but overall, this game has been too close for comfort, and it still is a close game. Only 3-1. Sharks are only down by 2 goals. I know with the Sharks, maybe that's a big hole to climb out of. Maybe that's too big of a mountain to climb, but first period, Wild looked way more dominant than the second when the Sharks kind of got their rhythm. So third period, has begun. Puck has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Wild need to just pressure the Sharks a lot like they did in the first period. Stay out of the box. And shots. On a Thursday. 23 shots, by the way, for the Minnesota Wild, 18 for San Jose. San Jose has the puck in the neutral zone. Boldy breaking up play, but he's going to break up play and actually cause the play to be offside. I think the second line is going to stay out there too. Big shout out to all the Wild fans, by the way, who are staying up here. Speaking of Thursday, it's 11:36 p.m. My roommates just went to bed or have been in bed for like an hour. We all should be in bed. It's a work day tomorrow. By the way, poll question. Voted in if you haven't already. How many goals will the Minnesota Wild score here tonight? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 5 plus, 3 to 4, 45%, 2 to 3, 32%, 5 plus, 13%. And all you who voted 1 to 2 in the 10% margin, what are you doing? It's San Jose. Come on. Another whistle here. First line out there. 19:17 on the clock. Rossi taking the face-off. Rossi with a nice face-off win, but battling for with San Jose, and they regain possession. San Jose right side. San Jose. Oh my God, we're going to have another whistle. And now the San Jose Sharks get the puck in offside over the Minnesota blue line. And you can see Celebrini rolling his eyes here like, come on. Man, it's hard to make a black jersey look bad. And from aerial view, they look awesome. Just the crest is so bad for the San Jose Sharks. Why couldn't they have the actual shark crest on these jerseys? Nice save by Vanacek. Shot from the blue line from the Wild. Wild regain possession. Kaprizov has it. Kaprizov with room. Kaprizov, tried to go through the legs there. Tried to bank it off the back of Vanacek, and I think it hit the post. I think it hit that right post again. He tried to bank it off the back of Vanacek when he was behind the net, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. 18:33 on the clock. That was amazing solo effort there by Kaprizov. Man, he's a wizard. And speaking of, sends it to Middleton. Middleton back to Faber. Faber up the right side to Kaprizov. Back to Faber as they're trying to exit the zone. Middleton. All right, so the Wild are getting a change. Angel the Young Buck. Do the Sharks have a chance? I don't think so. I mean, I will say this, Angel. The game has been, from a Wild perspective, it's been a little too close for it. Oh my God, Kaprizov went through the legs, ladies and gentlemen. He went through the freaking legs. That's absolutely insane. The Wild have already had 2 goals called off to Angel due to offside. So if those were missed, it would have been a 5-1 game. The Sharks have had their moments, and it's still very early in the third, but I don't know. If you're asking from like a gambling perspective on just like a straight money line or something like this, like I imagine the Sharks are probably like plus 300 something right now. I don't know. I'd have to check the live odds. If you're going to bet on them as the underdog live, like don't spend too much because it's probably not worth it. 18-11. Sharks have it. They don't get it on net. Wild break it up. Oh, right back to the center. Beautiful pass. Foligno. Left side. Wild in deep. Puck trickles back out. Sharks regain possession. Wild back in their own zone, but a beautiful breakout again. I shouldn't say this one was actually not that beautiful at all. Holy motherfuck. Never mind. Plus 1,300 money line for the Sharks right now. Okay, you know what? Like if you do have $5, like there's that. Puck line's plus 114. There you go. Jeez, plus 1,300. What did I say? Plus 300? I mean, I know it's only a 2-goal game. 17 on the clock. Yeah, jeez. Shows I don't bet on hockey much. Now I'm curious to see if the Sharks do score again, what it goes down to. Wild have it behind their net. Right side. Based on how the Wild are playing right now, I mean, I get it. They haven't given the Sharks much possession time at all in the first 4 minutes of this period, but still. Wild have it, leaving it. Oh, they still have it. Yo, what's up, Jelani? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? How was training today? Good to see you. Good to see you in the Sota Pod chat. And a nice job of the Sharks for getting it back down the ice, but Faber with it. Both teams going to change, and Faber bringing it up the ice. 16:02. Jelani, if you watched hockey, what would be your team? Are you a Canucks fan? Nice shot, center. Wild miss just by an inch. Celebrini sends it right. Nice cross ice pass. Not on the mark there. And Boldy with possession. Boldy through center. Eck loses possession. Eck battling for it. Sharks regain possession. Wild try to keep it in the zone. Bogosian sends the puck back in deep. Looks like Wild's going to get a change. Sharks dump it in. Around the boards it goes. Sharks have it. Center slot and a nice save by Fleury, and we don't get a rebound. We don't get a rebound. Again, Timothy Liljegren, I have to say, for the San Jose Sharks, man. I love that acquisition from them. He's very, very good. He's very, very good. He's been one of the better players for the Sharks here tonight. Canucks for me. Let's go, attaboy. God, they've had a good season thus far, despite Demko. Despite their top goalie, he's injured, right? And it's like bad. He hasn't even started the season yet. He's been injured since the playoffs last year. And I guess their second line center, but one of their top players just hasn't been, apparently he's been beefing with the coach a little bit. They haven't been seeing eye to eye, and he hasn't been doing good. So, but with those two things aside, they still have been pretty good this year. Oh, and what a save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Oh, that, I don't even know if he really got a piece on that, but anyways, he was in position there. That might have trickled around the net, but some nice opportunities there by the Sharks. Wild regain possession. Wild ripping through the neutral zone. Kaprizov loses it. Vancouver on top. Let's go. But yeah, hopefully Pettersson and Tocchet get on the same page, and hopefully Demko comes back and injury-free, knock on wood, throughout the rest of the year, and Canucks go for a run late in the season and in the playoffs, baby. 6-2, I'm pretty sure. And the Wild score. Brodin with a shot. Top corner, ladies and gentlemen, and there we go. 4-1. 4-1 for the Minnesota Wild. Puck goes around the boards. Kaprizov still with it here on two guys. Goudreau sends it to the blue line, and a straight shot to the right of Vanacek, and another point by Goudreau. Goudreau cannot do wrong. Goudreau cannot do wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Goudreau cannot do wrong. Again, Freddie Goudreau with a point on the night, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe one of his points got called back. But your Minnesota Wild, 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. Dislocated your nose in sparring. Did you get it back into place? I've never dislocated my nose. I've just broken my nose more times than I can count. Goudreau. So Kaprizov to Goudreau, back to Brodin, and what a beautiful slap shot from the blue line to the right side of Vanacek. And I believe that's Brodeen's first of the season. Yep, first of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Sharks with a nice shot at center. They're going to get another opportunity here. No, they send it back to the blue line. Middleton battling for it. Foligno has it. Foligno sends it up the boards as they're going to change. Puck trickles through center ice. Sharks have it. Team's going to get changed. Just a little small injury. Sharks have it. Back to the blue line. Sharks right side. Sharks with a shot. Wow, through traffic. Did that hit the post? Oh, here we go. Chisholm and Bogosian. I like that pairing here tonight, by the way, guys. They've looked pretty good. Wild able to keep the puck in the neutral zone, and no, they send it into the Shark zone. Wild can't keep possession, though, and that's going to be offside as that hit the skate of one of the Wild players. Again, I know I keep swooning about this player, but like I'm stoked that the Sharks are able to get Timothy Liljegren. And again, only 25 years of age. If he stays relatively healthy, man, like when the Sharks pop and like, let's be realistic, in 3 to 4 years, like he's still going to be in his prime. 2022, played 61 games with Toronto, 23 points. 18 points the next year. 23 points last year in 55 games. Like, man. And I know he's faced some injuries, and he was not necessarily like a regular in the lineup for Toronto. Dude, he's going to get top minutes for this team, for San Jose. Hopefully the losing doesn't like, I don't know, hamper whatever. I mean, yeah, 25, how much more development is there? But you know what I mean. Sharks are going to be so good soon. Dude, they have they're going to build an amazing team. It's crazy the Ducks and like Buffalo haven't popped yet, but I think, give it three to 4 years max and the Sharks are going to be dangerous. But like I said, I like Liljegren, and assuming he continues to be, good. Well, I'm not saying that I never said the Ducks aren't going to be really good, Peter. And good to see you, by the way, Peter. I said it's taken the Ducks longer than expected to even be like, at this point, you at least want to see them pop a little bit, right? Well, I guess we don't. I don't know what your team is. I'm just surprised that it's like last year they didn't take even just a little step forward. And same with the Buffalo Sabres. I thought last year the Buffalo Sabres were going to at least push to make the playoffs. Not even a little bit. Celebrini, Smith, Askarov, yep. Oh, dude, yeah. They got the man, the myth, the legend, Will Smith, the slapper. I'm a Wild fan, but live in San Diego right now, so I like the Ducks too. Cool, man. Well, are you going to the game this weekend? Well, good to see you, by the way, Peter. I would cheers a beer to you, but it's 11:49 p.m. I got through some coffee, and now I'm just drinking water before I get to bed here. I actually used to live in Vancouver Island, Canada, but I moved to Minnesota recently. I have a college hockey game tomorrow night, or else I would have. Well, good luck in the game, man. And thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out here. We do a lot more than just watch-alongs and watch parties here on the channel, by the way. We post all of our podcast episodes, clips from the podcast, some beer reviews and stuff as well. So welcome, and yeah, man, hope to see you here more often. I stream a lot every month. Hey, cheers, buddy. Cheers. Appreciate you. It means a lot. We appreciate the support, man. A Wild fan on the West Coast. Let's go. All right. Power play for the San Jose Sharks, by the way, guys. Spurgeon took the penalty. I don't know if it was tripping, slashing. Let's talk to our Peter over here. One eye on the game here. Face off to the right of Marc-Andre Fleury. Second power play for the third power. No, yeah, third power play for the Sharks. My bad. Jeez. The Napitis is creeping in. Third power play for the San Jose Sharks here. But yeah, I haven't streamed much on the channel until this year, Peter. I know Spoked Z and Hoppy, they stream every week. But I stream every Wednesday with my co-host Brett on the Analytics versus Eye Test show, Wildly Informed, and then doing at least one watch-along a week. So all of November's schedule is already posted. Dude, Quinn Hughes, best skater in the league. Got to cut out the stupid penalties that killed us last year. Yes. Overall, I feel like the Wild have been pretty disciplined. Even tonight, I would say the first call especially was soft as hell. But yeah, I do think the Wild have been more disciplined this year. Wild, good job on the kill here thus far. San Jose, unable to settle the puck here. Wild have just been on him this whole time, but Celebrini finally with some room to work. Back to the blue line. Oh, yes. San Jose Sharks' new hashtag is not sjsharks anymore. It's the future is teal. Celebrini with a shot. Nice save by Fleury. Rebound. Save by Fleury again, and that puck goes up and out. 27 seconds left on the PK. Dude, Celebrini's so fucking good. He really is an absolute treat to watch. And this is his third game in the league. They've been more disciplined this year. Third game in the league. Babyface there on the bench. Already, what, 3 points? 3 points. Unbelievable. What's up, Redapting? I think the Wild only score one more, and I think that's it in the game, for what it's worth. I think the Wild only score one more. 9 minutes and 51 seconds. Although the Sharks not scoring on this power play could be a little depleting for them. Wild might get an empty net. Well, but do the Sharks even pull their goalie if they're at 5, say the Wild get one more goal. Do the Sharks even pull their goalie at that point? Does it really even matter? Celebrini would have been nice, but Buyam, his Shattuck buddy, will be nice or as good. Dude, getting Buyam is an absolute steal, man. They got arguably the best defenseman in the draft. Now, it's too early to say, but he could turn out to be, right? He could turn out to be. I know Hoppy rolls his eyes at me when I say that, but still. Certainly the best, skater. I don't think Makar level. I think Hughes and Makar are in a tier of their own. But definitely right under that. But compare comparables to both of them as far as how they play and their skating abilities for sure. Thank you, Wild from SoCal Border. Let's go, Edgar. And who's Nadinov, by the way, has had a great game tonight. I got to write that as well. 8 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Wild have it at the blue line. Wild left side. Wild sending up the left boards deep. That's going to go around right side. Back to the right boards. Lauko to the center, and a shot. Broken stick blocked by the Sharks there, and the first line's coming out here. Kaprizov fighting with it. Kaprizov sends it back to the blue line. Center shot. That went wide. Wild still have it. Oh, and a huge cross ice pass and a beautiful save by Vanacek. Insane save by Vanacek. Dude, Vanacek's looked really good tonight. Well, I shouldn't say really good. He's looked fine tonight for the Sharks. He is not the issue. You know what I mean? He's made some good saves. Freddie Gaudreau, by the way, too, man. Unbelievable. Wild still have it. And Kirill back to Bogosian. Bogosian shot, and that goes wide. What a dominant shift for the Minnesota Wild. Wild have it. Looking for a breakout. Six minutes and 52 seconds. Wild can't keep it in the offensive zone. Wild single-handedly. And it's Johansson. Great job by Johansson. They're single-handedly with two guys on him, bringing that puck into the Wild zone. Wild unable to set anything up, though. Out of 1 to 10, 10 being McCarr, 1 being Merrill, where does William place on that scale for you? I don't know, like 7.5, maybe. I have to see him play pro before I really make any sort of like stamp, but I would say like one tier below what Quinn Hughes and McCarr are right now, right? But maybe again, I have to see him at pro. I just think, put it this way, the first time that I think Quinn Hughes is better than McCarr personally. I'm a Canucks fan though, so I'm definitely biased. But I thought that even in before he was drafted, the first time I saw Quinn Hughes play for Michigan, I no joke rose from my seat and was like, holy fuck, this guy's the best skater I've seen since Dennis Savard in my lifetime. Pavel Bure, but Pavel Bure was more of a north-south skater like Connor McDavid. I've never in my lifetime seen someone skate like Quinn Hughes. So that's why for me, I'm just like, it's insane, right? Like it's an 11 out of 10. McCarr, I don't think is as good as skating as Hughes, but definitely makes up for it with his frame and his just vision and offensive ability and shot, right? I think they're both a tier above though, whereas Zeev's skating is next level, his offensive awareness is next level, and he has the ability to actually put up a lot of points too, with honestly a decent shot. So right now, like I guess 7.5, but it definitely could go up or down a point depending on when I see him play pro. Fourth goal was on his defender. Freddie Gaudreau seems like he has found his stride. A healthy Gaudreau is a solid Gaudreau. Him and Mojo been nice low key. I don't even think it's been low key. I think it's been like in our faces. Yes, they have been good. Johansson, I don't want him off that second line. I think he's perfect with that second line. When he's around some good players, it helps. And yeah, Gaudreau, man, with especially on a line with Foligno has been awesome. Morgan Riley tier.
Exactly.
That is a perfect tier. I love that, Peter. I love that. Morgan Riley, good Vancouver boy, and a shot from the blue line by the Wild. And the puck bounces out. That was almost a 90-mile-per-hour shot. That's such a great tier. But again, I think it was the best case Ontario for the Wild in the draft. What occurred? Like it couldn't have gone more perfect. And look who they got in the second round. Look who they got in the fourth round, right? Like it's like one of my friends. So I used to do play-by-play and broadcasting for hockey TV for a junior team back in Canada. And my broadcast partner is now the lead play-by-play guy for the WHL Medicine Hat Tigers. So he's following Ryder Ritchie pretty closely as he travels with the team. So it's cool that I've been able to get some insider, well, just not even insider, but a guy who watches this guy play every single game and talks to him and does content with him and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to my buddy Will Bryant. Awesome gig working for the Dub. 5 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Sharks. Oh, take a little bit of a tumble as they try to regain possession of the puck in the wild zone, but Faber, hard on the puck, still has it here, battling. Faber's had a great night too, guys. And puck's going to trickle up and out, and we're going to have a face-off, I think, still in the wild zone, if not just outside. And likely one of the last TV timeouts. Again, big shout out to Peter, Evan, and everybody in the live chat here. We got Etkar as well. It's good to interact with you guys. And, I know our chats are going to continue to grow a little bit hopefully a lot, as the season plays out, as, this channel gets known more, a little bit more known for doing watch-alongs for the Wild. But all of the November streams are already up, so you can go and check out which ones I will be doing. And likely next week, I will load up all the December ones as well. We will stay on a little bit longer after the third period. I know it's midnight here in Minnesota, though, so I do have to get some sleep soon, but I do want to just go over my key takeaways from this entire game. And then we can all get to sleep. I guess those on the West Coast, it's not bad. But then we can all get to sleep, because I actually have to get up in 6 hours. I also do combat sports commentary for Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing on my second channel, the City Life Project. And I'm covering an event at 6:30 a.m. Free on YouTube. One Championship Friday fights. A lot of fun. If you want to see savage Thai kickboxers knock out each other in the face at 6:30 a.m. with your coffee, it's free on YouTube. One Friday fights 85, I think. But yeah, I'll pump my second channel after this game. But it's called the City Life Project. Here's the link to it. I also post other videos on there as well. But I cover a ton of combat sports on the channel. But you'll see the channel. But here's the link. Check it out. Sub to that if you dig my vibe. Appreciate you guys. All right. Face-off in the zone. Okay. Huznadinov taking the face-off again. Huznadinov's had a great game, guys. Sharks win this face-off, though, but Huznadinov gets the puck back. Huznadinov getting it to center. Huznadinov staying on the ice with Kaprizov right now. He's going to the bench likely now. Is he staying in the play yet? No, Huznadinov staying in the play. Great job by Kaprizov breaking up that puck. Now Huznadinov goes to the bench. Kaprizov still on the ice. Kaprizov has it. Bogosian sends it right side. Kaprizov, they're cycling. Bogosian now, top of the circle. Bogosian around the net, leaves it to the right side. Bogosian still has it. Blue line. Back to the blue line. Bogosian shot. I don't know where that rebounded to, but that was wide. 4 minutes and 19. Sharks battling to hold possession in the wild zone, and puck squeezes or trickles out of the wild zone into the neutral zone, but only for a moment as Celebrini has it here. Celebrini, man, he's good. Beautiful shot, and that trickles in, and a goal. Macklin Celebrini, ladies and gentlemen. What a goal. What a goal. Oh my goodness. He's so good, dude. Damn. Celebrini, 3 games, 4 points. 5 points. 3 games, 4 points. Or is it 5? He came into this game with how many points? Regardless, he has 2 goals in this game already. Oh my God, dude. What a shot. Oh my God. Was that up and over the left shoulder of Fleury? Oh my God.
Exactly that.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
That was such a sick shot, dude. Dude, he's so good. Freaking baby face looking mouth right out of college. Oh my God, that was nasty. 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Third game, fourth point. 3 goals. Absolute beauty. Return of the Mac. Second and third goals against us, right? Return of the Mac. This hockey match so long. Not really. They usually go 2.5, 3 hours. Kaprizov empty net goal, please. That would be so on par. Peter, he's been getting some empty net goals recently too. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. 4-2 for the Wild. Wild lead 30 shots, 23 for the Sharks. And Wild tried to get the empty net goal, and Wild evade the icing call. Who the hell was it? Ek. Oh my God, Ek's got some wheels. God damn. Kaprizov wants it. We're 2 minutes left in the third period, Kenny. Sharks have it in the Wild zone. And they did pull the goalie. I mean, it's close enough. They only need 2 goals, right? I've seen crazier things in this sport, but that drop pass, unsuccessful. Boldy, beautiful skating by Boldy, and Boldy scores. Boldy skated through the whole team, ladies and gentlemen. He weaved, he waved, he zigged, he zagged, and just dumps it right in the empty net. And this is a 5-2 game. Canucks so fresh. 5-2. I predicted 5-1. We'll take 5-2. And that's 2 goals for Boldy here tonight. 2 goals for Matthew Boldy, ladies and gentlemen. 8 goals on the season. Kaprizov with 3 assists. How are you? 1 minute, 31 seconds on the clock. Unbelievable. Let's go. 8 goals on the season for Boldy. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Wild regain possession in the neutral zone. Wild, just dump it in. Just dump it in. Kaprizov maybe in the Hart conversation this year. Dude, this is his Kucherov year. 144 points. Let's go, baby. I think he's on pace for like 120 something. No, he's going full Kucherov this year. 144. Let's go. And a shot by San Jose, and Fleury's going to cover up with that one. Yeah, you know what, Fleury? I'll take it. You've had a lot of rebounds. That's very much wishful thinking. But dude, he's that good. Like he's top 10 or and you know, maybe if the season continues, you can make the argument that he's top 5 in the league. Like he's that special of a player. And the Wild trying to get this out of their zone. Kuzadinov unable to get the puck from his man, but Kuzadinov gains the puck there off a rebound off his opponent's shin. And a nice breakout by the Wild. And oh, never mind. Not that nice, as that doesn't hit the man up front, and that's going to be icing. 21 seconds on the clock. $21. And Trennan with it. Trennan up the left side. Tried to find his man at center, but gives the puck up. And if only the Jets would lose a game. Dude, I knew the Jets would be good this year. People were telling me, no, they lost too many pieces. I was telling them the guys that they brought up from Manitoba were fucking nasty. Pardon my French. Tabarnak. They were nasty. They're seasoned pros who a lot of them had NHL games under their belt. And like I'm talking more than like one or two, like some of them like 40 to 70 games. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 5-2 for your Minnesota Wild. And Tabarnak Fleury is back, ladies and gentlemen. Run it back tomorrow night with the Ducks. Quack, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Another 2 points. 9 wins on the season for your Minnesota Wild. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over our key takeaways as well as a quick summary of the game. 5 goals for Minnesota. Would have been 7, but they had 2 called off due to coach's challenge offside calls. 31 shots for the Wild, 26 for the Sharks. Respectable 26 for the Sharks, by the way. 16 shooting percentage for the Minnesota Wild. 17 block shots for the Wild. However, it seemed like the Sharks actually blocked more shots, but alas, the bigger, more brutal block shots by the Sharks for sure. Wild capitalized on 1 of their 3 power plays. Sharks went 0 for 3. Damn, Sharks 35 wins in the faceoffs. Wow. And 20 hits, although the better hits came from the Wild, I will say that. I'll say towards the end of the games where the Wild started to get their faceoff going. 18 giveaways for the Sharks, 13 from the Wild, a little too much. And then obviously Boldy with the empty net goal. My key takeaways, and I want to hear yours in the live chat, guys. I want to hear your key takeaways in the live chat as well. Hey, have a great night, Peter. Hope to see you on more watch-alongs, man. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. I only want the Wild to be first in the division and Nashville 8th to dog the NHL experts. I know, dude. I honestly thought that Nashville was going to be better than they are right now. Typical case of signing a bunch of big names isn't always a recipe for success. Although I do think that they're gonna make a late push. Jets going like Leroy Jenkins, dude. If you just look at some of the guys on the Moose that they had last year, Manitoba Moose, their AHL team, like it easy to determine that they were going to fill in the spots in which they lost guys. And the Jets are still playing that same system. I know new coaching, new system, but like the coach is going to tailor the system to like the players that they have too, right? And the Jets have skilled big boys, and they brought up skilled big boys from the Moose in Manitoba as well. Overall tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I thought Khusnutdinov played an outstanding second and third period. And, he had one blunder in the first period, but it was Celebrini who picked his pocket. Nice pass to Toffoli. An even better save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Power play, though the Wild went 1 for 3 on the power play, we'll take it. Still needs work. Penalty kill. Despite them killing the penalty, and two of them looked a lot better. Let's just say that. 2 of them looked a lot better. I don't think the Wild's penalty kill looked great. I think that they were lucky that the Sharks couldn't capitalize on some pretty open fucking net opportunities. But their last penalty kill was good. Fleury had that amazing toe save earlier, which would have made the game 3-2 at that time, which would have been huge for the Sharks. But overall, Fleury gonna Fleury. Rebounds. Timothy Liljegren, really like that acquisition from the San Jose Sharks, and I think he is a great addition to their back end. I thought he had a good game overall. But Khusnutdinov, like I said, excellent third period as well. Celebrini is nasty. We all knew this. He looked outstanding in this game. 2 goals. Now 4 points in 3 games. Freddie Gaudreau had a great game. Would have had more points in this game had one of those disallowed goals for the Wild would have been allowed. But 2 really, really good looks tonight. Let's take a look at the box score. Then we'll hang up the skates tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, Matt Boldy, 2 goals on the night. 16 minutes of play. Eric Sinek held off the score sheet. He played 18 minutes. Freddie Gaudreau with 1 assist would have had another one. Kaprizov with 3 assists. Rossi with an assist. Zuccarello with that goal from Kaprizov as well. 21 minutes for Kaprizov tonight. 18 minutes for Freddie Gaudreau. 16 for Zuccarello. On the back end, pretty even. It's good that Faber doesn't have to play 30 minutes a night anymore, yet he's still on during all the key times that we need him on. I really like actually how much time the defense actually was split up here, despite a lot of looks from special teams. So we had 18 minutes for Bogosian, 20 for Brodin, 16 for Chisholm, 21 for Faber, 20 for Middleton, and 16 for Spurgeon. Marc-Andre Fleury played good, 92 save percentage. 2 goals on 26 shots, 24 saves. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, that's going to do it here. If you're watching on X and Facebook, come over to YouTube, The Sota Pod, like and subscribe. Appreciate all you guys joining. We will be back Sunday. What do we got coming up next year? I might as well just share it on screen. What do we got coming up here? All right. So tomorrow, the Minnesota Wild have the Ducks, Gustafson and net. Wild didn't look like they took a lot of damage here tonight. Rolled a lot of the lines, especially on the back end. So they should make easy work of the Ducks. I will be back for the St. Louis. No, wait, I'll be back for the Chicago game, which I believe on Sunday, right? Back for the Chicago game. Then I'm going to be covering Montreal, St. Louis, and then the Oilers. So those will be the other games that we cover during the month of November. Here, I'm just going to share the screen so you guys can see. There we go. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys for joining tonight. Whoops. So this was our show that we did yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. Wildly Informed, Judd's Buds, every Monday. Chicago, Montreal, Blues, Oilers. We're going to stream 4 more times this month. Shout out to everyone who joined us last month as we covered the Tampa game, Pittsburgh, Florida. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you can check out my second channel as well. And if you're new to this channel, by the way, like subscribe. Look at all the content that we have on here and check it out. Check it out. Videos dropping every single day, ladies and gentlemen. Every single day. So check it out. And like I said, check out my second channel. In literally 6 hours, I'm going to be up. 6 hours, I'm going to be up streaming. But check out my second channel, the City Life Project. I also stream on this channel. I cover combat sports, mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, boxing, the whole 9 yards. And we post a ton of other videos, some beer vlogs as well that don't go up on the Sota Pod. I will sometimes post them on this channel as well. Jolly good show, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining, Kenny. Appreciate you. But that's going to do it here tonight, guys. GG. Let's go. Good night. Going to dock this boat. Good night, buddy. Hey, thank you so much for joining, Evan. Thank you so much for joining everybody here tonight. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we will see you back for the Chicago game on Sunday. And if you haven't already, check us out wherever you get your podcast from, ladies and gentlemen. The Sota Pod. Every day, every weekday, we have podcasts that drop. College hockey podcasts, NHL podcasts, Wild Prospects. Joe Smith, beat writer for The Athletic, and covering your Minnesota Wild, Fellowship of the Rink every Wednesday, as well as the full episode and clips of it on the YouTube channel as well. And Wildly Informed will be dropping on the podcast form, wherever you get your podcasts, tomorrow as well. But anyways, I'm tired. I got to hit the hay. Nice game for the boys. Let's go. What's up, Creepy Colors? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I literally have to get up in 6 hours and stream some Muay Thai. So good night, ladies and gentlemen. Your Minnesota Wild win 5-2. They needed that. A lot of good. Special teams still need a little bit of work, but hey, we'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. Back for the Chicago game, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. I'm out of here.